Ireland, two constitutional amendments targeting women and the family have been rejected. The country's prime minister said that he was disappointed by the defeat of, quote, more inclusive language.
It was our responsibility to convince the majority of people to vote yes, and we clearly failed to do so.
By wide margins, Ireland voted against legally redefining family as, quote, founded on marriage or other durable relationships, and also voted to retain language about the social value of women within the home. For insights on the results, we go to Ronan Mullen, an independent Irish senator who joins us now from Ireland. Senator Mullen, good to be with you today. Let's talk more about the results of the vote and the kind of message that it sends about where the people of Ireland are when it comes to marriage and family.
Well, thank you, Tracy. The Irish Constitution, Bunreacht na hÉireann, is the basic law of our country against which all legislation must be tested. And what the government wanted to do here was to remove a special provision in our Constitution that provides that mothers should not be forced by economic necessity to work outside of the home to the neglect of their duties in the home. And for years now, we've heard how sexist all this was. The government proposed an amendment to get rid of that clause and to put in a fairly watery clause giving recognition to care in the home generally. And the people rejected this proposal resoundingly by 72% or 73% to 26 point something. A massive rejection of the proposal. I would say for many, many people, there is still an importance to recognizing motherhood and the unique contribution that mothers make to our society in time for Mother's Day. And on the other proposal, diluting again the relative importance of marriage as the foundation for family life. There was massive confusion about what durable relationships might mean, how many people could be in a durable relationship, how long would a durable relationship have to last. So again, what you had here was a core vote of Irish people who believe in marriage and who believe in motherhood, allied perhaps with a wider group who said, you know what, you don't put vague and uncertain wording into your constitution that could lead to all sorts of crazy litigation and strange outcomes. And that coalition has happily given us a good common sense result.
Ronan, why was there a push to make these changes to the country's constitution? I mean, who was behind this?
Well, what you have is a very progressive government, a so-called progressive. Our main parties are very much given to a woke agenda, a Green Party, minority party pushing gender ideology at every turn. And that was why, instead of coming up with a wording that would have honoured both fathers and mothers, they proposed to get rid of the only reference to mothers in the Irish Constitution, the only reference to woman specifically, and the vital work that is done in homemaking for those women who choose it. So instead of honouring men and women, they wanted to give a kick to mothers. And that's because under gender ideology, they don't want to talk about the differential contribution of mothers and fathers in parenting, in the upbringing of children. They don't want to talk about the difference between men and women. And with their attempt to redefine family as being based on durable relationships, again, they don't want to talk about the male-female binary in marriage.
Ronan, we're almost out of time. Obviously, the results speak for themselves. But what are you hearing from people in your area? What have they said about this?
Well, I met so many people, women in particular, after they voted and said, I voted no, my mother matters, And there were other people who felt that this wording was being ungenerous because it wasn't giving enough of a guarantee to carers that their interests would be looked after. So the government has managed to offend a whole lot of people. But I think there's also a wider sense that this government is disconnected from the day-to-day problems that people face. There's an insiderism, there's an elitism where they cook up policies. They try to minimize the amount of discussion that can actually take place so that many ordinary people don't feel that they have the permission to speak, to give their point of view. There's an elitist cohort that seem to be only interested in one side of these debates. And they have got big pushback now in this referendum result, and we need to make sure that they listen.
Well, we're going to leave it right there. Ronan, thank you so much for joining us today from Ireland. We appreciate it. God bless.
God bless you.